worth fighting for. I agree with the second part.
Welcome to Audio Carnage Podcast. Today we have S.H.I.V. Welcome to also Season 6. This is Episode 1 of Season 6, I believe. So, guys, thanks for coming on. Starting on my right, just for people who are just listening, say what your name is and what you do in the band.
John, guitar.
Craig, vocals.
Brandon, bass.
David, drums.
So, when did S.H.I.V. originally start?
2020?
Is that right?
Sounds about right, yeah. 2020.
Yeah, it was basically over the pandemic.
You said it's an acronym. What does it mean?
So S.H.I.V is it stands for self-honed either instrument or implement of violence.
What would you say is some of the influences that you have specifically for this project? I know y'all been on for Silver Tongue Devil before, and that has its own vibe, but clearly y'all are trying something new with this project. What's some of the big bands that motivated you for this one?
Well, it really started when David here, who was helping us out in drumming with Silver Tongue Devil, we were talking about like our shared love of like old school like New York hardcore, bands like Cro-Mags, Agnostic Front, Madball, stuff like that, because he was in New York and he got to experience a lot of that firsthand, and I've been a fan of that for a very long time. But then also like a lot of like the old school death metal bands. So the idea was to just kind of combine the two, because a lot of times like grindcore is typically described as the combination of like hardcore and death metal, and it kind of is, but that wasn't the vibe that we were looking for. It was more of like actually kind of stripping down a lot of the excess of like technical death metal and stuff like that, and get back more to just like a straight ahead song based death metal, played in like a punky style.
What about for riffage?
For riffage, I think I try to lean into Lockup, some Misery Index.
Yeah.
Really like what they're doing. So that's my main influence. But it's just me. You can hear some Sabbath and some of that stuff. All the classics. I can't help but put that in there. So I try not to pigeonhole myself into one style. So I try to pull a little bit of everything. So.
Oh yeah, variety is the spice of life.
That's true.
Brandon, what about yourself? Any specific artists or influences that you think really come into play with this project?
Man, I'm just jamming.
That's fair.
Bass. Love that.
David?
When I envisioned this project, and one of the things that I wanted to mention is I approached Craig specifically because I thought his voice would lend itself very well to something like this. But yeah, when I thought of this project, I thought a mix of Terrorizer and Cro-Mags, and I mean one of my favorite hardcore drummers of all time, Mackie, played on Cro-Mags and played for
What drummer?
Mackie. He just went by one name. He's
Oh,
a hardcore
okay.
drummer in New York. Like if you in the hardcore scene, like people would know him. But he played for oh my god, the Rastafarian hardcore band that was
Bad Brains.
Bad Brains.
Yeah,
He played
yeah.
for Bad Brains and he played for Cro-Mags. Yeah. So he was a huge influence on me. Of course, then you had guys like Dave Lombardo and Gene Hoglan. I always slip back into the death metal because I love it, but I also love hardcore.
Oh yeah. What would you say that your favorite local venue that's currently operating, and also you can throw in an honorable mention for your favorite venue that just of all time, because we've had a lot come and go. But what's your favorite place to play currently?
I would say currently, probably Rubber Gloves.
Oh yeah,
I
agree.
dig that.
What about of all time? Just looking back over the graveyard.
Well, I got to play CBGBs when I was a kid,
Ooh.
so
That's who
Fucking
did you play
point.
CBGBs with?
a band called Cattle Press, which
Nice.
is like a grindcore, hardcore band similar, but
When did that location close?
Early 2000s, right?
Yeah, I left in '96, and it closed shortly after. So when I left, they were like, "Fuck it, all right,
Right, yeah,
shut
yeah.
it."
David's
It was
gone.
yeah. What were we gonna do without
So what are
Dave?
we gonna do? Yeah, fuck this place. Yeah.
What about the rest of y'all? Brandon, you gave a very vague answer. What's your favorite venue to play other than Gloves?
I mean, I've really enjoyed been playing at the Haltom a whole lot.
They treat you well. Chaz is working his ass off to make that place a strong locations, not just for smaller acts but also larger acts, and that's really good, especially with how many how many venues have we lost in the past 6 years?
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
I mean, really the one that I do miss a lot, and I haven't been around in the scene as much as everybody else, but like I miss the Boiler Room
Oh yeah.
In Denton?
Or Dallas.
Or Dallas.
across the street from what used to be Wits End.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It was
Abbey
another-
Underground used to be called the Boiler Room.
Also, yeah. That was the Denton.
I like
See, I didn't even know that one.
Eisenberg Skate Park.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that was a cool spot, I've played a lot of weird stuff, but that was cool to me, seeing bikes and skateboards and shit going by as they're playing.
Well, a side note to that, Stonewolf, rest in peace, the band, not the people, they're all alive and fine.
They all died.
But they were trying to set up a show at the skate park, and the city was like, that's fine, we can totally work this out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that logistics-wise can happen now.
No.
Currently, I don't know if Salem or anybody of that one that was spearheading it is going to complete that. But that is something that apparently the city of Denton's perfectly fine with. If we ever wanted to put on a metal show, like I'm thinking like October, November.
Yeah.
It's just like we set up out at the skate park, and sourcing power is going to be the biggest issue. But if we get one extended cord, we're fine.
Right.
Any other venues that you really want to shout out? You didn't answer.
I think so. I'd say that the three most artist-friendly venues right now would be Rubber Gloves up in Denton, Haltom out in Haltom City, and also shout out to Division Brewery, Growl Records.
Oh yeah, no, they
In
are
Arlington.
very like welcoming, and they put on a good show. I've had to play there on a Thursday, and it was a good crowd. I was very surprised.
So I think those places are right now like kind of the go-tos as far as like local places to play. I mean, there's still other venues clearly, and
you got your Renos.
you got Reno's, you got Trees, you got Three Links. I know
Big Rob's.
Big Rob's. Occasionally they have shows like at Club Dada and stuff
we
like that.
played there not that long ago.
We recently lost the Rail Club in Fort Worth, but I know that there's a few places out there. I'm just not as familiar with them anymore because so many places come and go. But as far as like all time, like just R.I.P. and miss Tomcats out in Fort Worth.
Oh yeah, Tomcats was
I was
we
just
cut
thinking
our
that one.
teeth.
That was awesome. Had a lot of good times there, and shout out to Rustin and then Justin who took over and ran it and did a great job.
And James on sound.
And James on sound. That was amazing. Had some amazing shows and good times at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill and live.
Both of them.
And then later turned into Amplified and sadly lost that, but that was a really cool venue where not only did we get to see like a lot of cool national touring bands, but we had some really good shows there.
Dude, 1919 Hemphill.
Yeah, 1919. Shout out to some.
I don't actually know
Shout
that.
out to some of the collectives,
Yeah,
that
hardcore
have come
venue
and
in Fort
gone,
Worth. Yeah.
like Chaos Control
Yeah.
up in Denton and stuff
Phoenix
like that.
Project and stuff.
Phoenix-
Never played it, but
Phoenix Project, yeah, that was probably the hottest show I've ever played. It was in
cool,
August.
Cool scene.
The
Yeah.
best shows
Billy
are usually
LaFon's
people's backup.
house show is the hottest show I've ever
Dude,
played.
Dead Dog Barn.
Dead Dog Barn.
And there was that one
Coming
dude
back,
who was just
coming
hardcore
back.
dancing in the garage that took up all the space.
Right.
Just flashback.
What
Sorry.
space? There's no space in that garage.
That's what I'm saying. How can you hardcore dance in there?
Shout out to Billy's house.
It's garage.
Yeah, no, that was probably the hottest show that we've ever played. What would you say your dream venue would be? Madison Square Garden, Red Rocks are the two that I've gotten the most common.
Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Red Rocks would be so dope. Playing death metal to the mountains.
The dream venue would be that Russia, like that Monsters of Rock, Moscow.
Oh,
like
God.
that, like where there was a free show and it's just pretty much anyone from all over Europe could come, and they all did.
Right.
That was a lot of fucking people.
That would be insane.
Uh-huh.
Anything overseas like Europe would be dope, or South America would be really cool.
I want to go to and do one of those Italian, like old Italian amphitheaters that they do classical music at, because they're designed like a speaker with a floating floor, and like the seating is designed for like the acoustics. I've always, because I was in classical or concert band and like marching band and stuff, I've always wanted to do heavy metal in that setting.
Live at Pompeii.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll go opposite and say like a sweaty like basement venue that's oversold and have like crazy pyro and shit like that.
I mean, hey, we got the dirty old basement. Just fucking get on your marketing.
right?
That White Tiger.
Yeah.
That is doable. Anybody else got any shout-outs?
No.
What would you say your favorite alcohol is? Brand.
Brandy, is that what you're saying?
Brand.
No, I'm with you.
People that make it.
Whiskey bourbon.
If you say IPA, you're out of band.
Whiskey bourbon stout for
Well,
beer.
What's your favorite bourbon?
For me, whatever's available.
Wet and open.
Yeah, whatever's available. We had a bourbon party up in Oklahoma with our buddy Steve, and that shit was gnarly. It was gnarly, man. It was like
I mean,
think
yeah,
everyone-
you get drunk fast.
I think everyone lasted like maybe an hour. It was fucking
Goes
brutal,
hard,
man.
goes hard, goes
Fucking
hard.
brutal.
I'd say Woodford Reserve.
Ooh, yeah,
single,
good show.
the single barrel.
Yeah.
Like that's the one.
Some good like spice rose.
Lagavulin.
Kraken.
And cracking, yeah, that's good. I like the more traditional.
Dave.
I don't really have one.
What's the best show you think you've ever played?
Probably one I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're talking about this
No. You personally.
CBD.
Right.
Man, that's a tough one.
Like, doesn't have to be a favorite or best of all time. Could just be like the one that really sticks out in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really
Nothing
good
sticks
show
out
at
in his brain.
Andy's. Now,
Yeah,
granted, Cannibal
Andy's.
is always
Yeah,
my favorite.
R.I.P. Andy's. Had some great
Cannibal's.
times.
Wait, Andy's gone?
It was me.
Andy's bar?
The venue? I know the basement and the Pascal's is gone, but did they stop doing anything at Andy's?
I thought they were closing down, but I don't know that. Like,
So what I've heard,
that's what I thought I heard.
the only thing that I heard was that Pascal's
Right.
basically like unified to request more drink, more pay, which in Pascal's you are getting like specific cocktails. I get
Yeah.
wanting a little bit more than waiter paid for that. But I heard that the upper and lower places were closing and they were going to keep the venue open. But granted, I don't know, and Radical tends to do whatever the fuck Radical tends to do.
I'll say this is like I've heard that the future of live music at Andy's is in question.
I will
It's
say
unfortunate.
midget wrestling. That was one of my favorite shows.
Trees,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's one that sticks out to me. Is we play with some midget wrestlers, and they
Wait,
could party. They
Were
could
the
fucking party.
midget
midget
wrestlers
wrestling.
actually wrestling?
They were
Or
wrestling
in
the
band.
They were wrestling, and then the bands would play in between their breaks and between their little matches.
There needs to be a midget
Dude.
band also.
Dude, someone fucking went on stage into the midget ring, and those they were not, I'm not gonna say little people, fuck them. No, but those fucking midgets kicked that person right out of the fucking ring. They're like, no, this is our fucking show, get the fuck out of here. It was fucking,
No, those guys are proud to be
Little
called
people's
midgets.
more appropriate
so.
than midget.
that's what they called, that was their
They,
brand.
they liked it for
liked it,
the
yeah.
show. The wrestlers they
We had-
Like, no,
liked-
midgets.
yeah they
we were
wanted to
doing
be called
dabs in the
midgets.
green room with them, so
They will
that's
correct
what they
you.
preferred.
They will correct you.
Fair enough. All right.
They showed me some gear I'd never seen
That would be
before, man.
that'd be a show I'd like to try.
Yeah.
This particular podcast is going to get so much little people hate.
I know.
Like,
Bro, I mean,
We're
for that I'd
already
have
written in
viewers.
blood.
Yeah.
No,
15 years from now, we'll see.
but real talk, that's where the ultimate value in the podcast is like the concept of going back and looking back on it after it's like a historical document of fucking Denton's music is all that I've been trying to do. Like, you know, I don't like watching my own episode. 20 years from now, I'm gonna like watching it.
Right.
Like that's the big thing is it's, you know, it's gonna be fun to look back on.
Right.
All right, favorite instrument brand.
Oh, that's tough, man. Like as far as for me, I play Gibson. I would say I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's my most familiar. Yeah.
Are you running a Mesa head?
I'm running a Mesa. No, I'm running a PV 6505 plus.
Okay, but you're running the Mesa
Yeah.
cab.
And I was actually playing a Jackson today, but I think Gibson's always been my. I don't know. It's always been my dream, I guess. Even though it's not the best shredding guitar.
I mean,
I
that
dig
shredding
that.
guitar is a guitar that somebody's shredding on.
That's fair.
That's true.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like Zach Wild did that whole video on the fucking on the Hello Kitty guitar.
Yeah. Dude, him, young Jack Wild videos, you can go look him up on YouTube where he like holds it upside down, fucking like holds it under his legs and shit. Fucking wild, man. Zach Wild.
Right.
I usually play through like a vintage BC Ridge Warlock, but I like Ibanez a lot. They're real smooth and like, they're always really clean sounding. Just a really good clean sounding bass.
Shells, heads, sticks.
Well, I grew up playing Pearl drums, which are great, and I'd gotten a high-end Pearl. But my all-time favorite drums and a kit I've had since I was 20 years old was made by a custom drum company up at upstate New York called GMS. They were kind of on the verge of being big, you know, like one of these early boutique shops like DW, and it just never happened. But man, those drums that I have, nothing I've played sounds anything like them. So right now, for a live set, I play them Apex, which I'm real happy with, man. Those things are tanks and they don't go out of tune, and I love the sound, thin shells. But that GMS kit, man, just
What about
it's
heads
insane.
and sticks?
I use the stuff that I saw other drummers using when I was growing up. So like Remo, you know, like you'd see. I remember watching old Slayer videos and stuff like that. And
They survived Dave Lombardo beating the shit out of him.
yeah, Dave Lombardo had these like Remo pinstripe. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put pinstripes on everything. So yeah, Remo heads, and the sticks that I use are Vic Firth. I don't know, they're they don't break on me. I'm breaking every other stick brand. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck they're putting in these sticks.
Yeah.
Crack, cocaine, prayer. I don't know what sorcery, but they don't break. So I like them. Yeah.
One of the things I really love is the drum sound, because I love the resonance of natural drums. Like, all due respect to all the technical guys, like that's great, you know, and no hate towards like triggers or anything like that.
Yeah.
But just as a preference, I like the natural sound of instruments.
Yeah.
And so like with drums, like I like that deep like boomy sound that you get even on stuff like the kicks, where if you go back and you listen to like old Slayer, old Sepultura albums and stuff like that, like the playing's incredible, but it doesn't have just the laser tight precision that modern production does. But I like that. I like the fact that it doesn't have that.
Dude, all right. The album that jumped into my mind right away was Haunting the Chapel. Slayer
Yeah.
It sounded like it's recorded in a cave.
Right.
Like they put a single mic in a cave.
That's the
and
point.
let these-
Yeah.
It's brutal.
But
That's
it's
why.
amazing.
That's
It's
why.
amazing. Like there's such a unique sound to that, where you're getting the sound of those drums, where it's like the drums that Lombardo is playing or that Cavalier is playing is like it's so unique, and it's them. It's this recognizable sound, and that's an aspect that I miss, and we consciously wanted to bring back to this project, where it's like it's very like organic, in the sense of that it is the natural instruments, it's the natural vocals,
Perfect
and
recording
stuff
can
like that.
lose atmosphere.
Yeah.
And
It's like
atmosphere is crucial.
to bring back that old school feel, you know, if not necessarily, we certainly utilize all the modern techniques of recording and all that kind of stuff. It's like, but we did want to kind of bring back that sound.
Keep the rawness, yeah.
So, what influences do you get other than musical influences? Like, what kind of media do you consume, whether it be books, movies, TV shows, anything outside of music that you really enjoy? Video games fall into that category?
Well, strictly as far as the band goes, like the biggest inspiration would be is that all the lyrics and kind of like the band like aesthetic and stuff like that is all based on the writings of the Russian writer Dostoevsky, Fyodor Dostoevsky. So it's all based on this 19th century Russian writer, late or early 20th century Russian writer Fyodor Dostoevsky, and his writings like Crime and Punishment and The Devils and things like that, and his personal letters and stuff. There's a certain philosophy that he brought to his writings that really is kind of the driving force behind the band. So in a sense of like a band like Nile, right, they're all based on Egyptian mythology. This band is all based off of kind of like Dostoevsky philosophy.
Do you have any particular of his favorite, or any favorite of his particular writings?
No, not like one particular, because they, it's like pull from several of them. It's like Crime and Punishment, The Devils, The Brother Who Carries Mazov, and then his personal letters. It's just more of like some specific details. Like a lot of the songs, like they're inspired by true life events, stories, and stuff like that, and then kind of viewed through the lens of his philosophy. And so that is something that we brought that I thought would be really unique. It's like we don't really see that too much in the scene that we're playing, whereas like a band is kind of like focused on one particular type of like writer or philosophy or something like that. It's like typically it's more of like a vibe, where it's like, oh, it's brutal death metal, it's based on death and dismemberment or gore, or it's like deicide-ish, where it's like anti-Christian lyrics or Sumerian stuff, which is all great, by the way. It's like, but one of the ways that we tried to distinguish ourselves and be different was to have more of like a literature bent, where it was like, well, like this all kind of deals with a particular subject, and then there's lots of ways we can branch off from there.
What about like personal, what kind of things you consume to decompress whenever you need to like break from music and things like that?
Mushrooms.
I mean, that's a fair answer.
Oh, sorry.
On pizza?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really like I listen to all sorts of crazy shit, crazy music. I like going to the lake. I like going to the lake to just get away from shit and just do mushrooms.
You like to do it?
Always circles back to shrooms.
Right.
Are you enjoying just sitting at the water? Are you like fishing? You like hiking? What?
Yeah, I enjoy camping with no electricity. No, like have a Bluetooth speaker, maybe have some songs pre-downloaded because there's no reception.
Yeah.
We're just going out there, and I've been trying to get into like hammock camping.
Oh, hammocks
Because
are nice.
yeah, I've been doing the tent thing. I've been doing with like the tarp but my goal would be to have a motorcycle, just a hammock, like a bug net, the whole nine. But just everything you pack up into like maybe this much area.
Yeah.
And just take a motorcycle, go, and just that'd be cool to me. But I love that. I love being out in nature and just floating in the water and shit, or just chilling out and just decompressing that way.
Brandon, what about yourself?
Big like Marvel fan, watching Marvel movies, comic book stuff.
I love the Marvel movies.
Not so much playing video games, but watching people playing video games.
Do you have any? Well, do you have? I've only recently discovered the enjoyment out of that. Like over the past 6 months, I think it resorts to the fact that
It becomes background noise a lot too.
Whenever I was a kid, I very much loved going to Chuck E. Cheese, and as a lower middle class, that was a good joy for a little kid. But recently, I've fallen down the Five Nights at Freddy's rabbit hole, and I have no interest in playing the games. The mechanics seem like they're garbage to me, but apparently the lore that surrounds the
You
whole
don't wanna-
it's a rabbit hole.
You don't want to
in
go down
comic.
that rabbit hole.
No, yeah, I went down it and I've had a blast. But that has led me to doing some of the watching some of the Let's Play stuff and honestly, I finally understand how some people like just watching and getting the same value out of it. What was your? All right, since you said the Marvel stuff, what's your favorite project out of Phase 4? There's been a lot of garbage out of it.
Well, see, this is where it's tough because I liked all of them.
Well, but if you had to pick one, I think I would land on WandaVision if I had to choose one.
I was gonna say maybe Loki.
Loki was really good too. I enjoyed that. None of the movies hit home as hard as I was hoping, but WandaVision was fun.
Well, I still haven't seen Quantumania yet. So
Hey, you're not missing nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Dave. What about you? How do you like to unwind, decompress? Anything other than playing music?
I really like martial arts. Really like working out.
What martial art are you in?
I've done a lot of them. So started out in karate when I was single digits. Did that for 4 years. Got a brown belt. Wrestled in high school. I joined Henzo Gracie's gym in '94 in New York. And did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a couple of years.
I'm currently doing that.
Yeah,
Worst
cool.
year ever.
Yeah, I came.
Do you guys?
Gracie, man.
I have two statements whenever it goes to going to my jiu-jitsu class. I'm here for fundamentals and to get my ass kicked. And I'm all out of fundamentals.
Pretty much. Then when I came to New York, started training at the Fort Worth Judo Club, Alan Moeller's Jiu-Jitsu up in Capel area, Irving, Las Colinas area. So yeah, I really enjoy doing that. I don't do the martial arts as much anymore. I'll mess around with fucking around with my kids, put some mats on and put some mitts on and get beat up. But that and working out, it just keeps my mind right.
All right. So what is song 1 that we're gonna be hearing?
We're gonna hear Black Dolphin.
Anything of Black Dolphin first?
almost said Black Chamber.
Shameless plug. Yeah, I'll pay you $20 later.
Anything of note? It is one of the most I guess what do you call it? Enforced or what's the word I'm looking for here? It's
I don't know. I'm not even good.
It's a prison in Russia that is super for super cons and violent people, and it's super fucking wretched. They handcuff their hands behind their back and lead them with their head down, walking at a 90-degree angle so they can't see where they're going and shit, disorient them and shit. It's pretty gnarly shit. So
Sounds like.
And you can see on the cover of our album that came out, you can see some pictures of it. That what was the photographer's name?
Valerio Bispuri.
Yeah.
What about song number 2 that we are about to hear? That's In Darkness.
So song 2, that's gonna be In Darkness I Dwell.
Anything of note that y'all want to say about that one?
We got a really nice video for that one up on YouTube. Recorded by Metal Dave.
Metal Dave.
Very nice. What was it again?
In Darkness I Dwell.
In Darkness I Dwell. We're still here with S.H.I.V. We'll be right back.
Isolation fucks with my mind. Desperation leaving me blind. Deprivation crushing my will. Aberration in me to kill. The illusion of my perplexes with these endless mysteries. Frustration of gathered doubters. Its intentions with clarity. All of the graves I'm digging. You alone approve me. Deep on the wounds I'm leaving. Conformity on me. The illusion of death amazes with a sinless simplicity. Frustration of life renounces all that I can see. Trapped in a sort of void of light. Slowly I pray. Trapped in a hell I cannot fight. No more can I take. Even the darkest depths, you can't hide from yourself. It's amazing the pain you can't take. You don't even have a choice. Down in a well of solitude, scream until you have no voice. The wisdom that's found in peace, our reapers alone, over greed. The touch of darkness overwhelms, blood like a blood disease. Isolation fucks with my mind. Desperation leaving me blind. Deprivation grows to my will. Aberration in me to kill.
Welcome back to Audio Carnage Podcast. You just heard In Darkness I Dwell. We're still here with Schwab.
Schwab. Swifty. Swifty.
I went to go pick a little bit of fucking Oreo out of my teeth and fucked up.
Oh, cool.
I got the right song name too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, so
We're good with that. We'll be Schwab.
In Darkness I Dwell.
I would do it again.
Darkness
That's a
or
rework
Schwab.
the acronym.
Yeah.
Alright. Welcome back to Audio Carnage Podcast. You just heard In Darkness I Dwell by S.H.I.V. Almost did it again.
2.2.
Alright, 2.2. Alright. What would you say the first album you can remember listening to on repeat when you were a little kid was?
The first album
Mm-hmm.
on repeat when I was a
First
kid.
one that you like over and over and over. First thing that I can remember, I got a cassette player whenever I was a little kid, and it had the Space Jam soundtrack.
Nice. For me,
Go on, dance.
It would be East
It's your chance.
1999 Eternal by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh yeah, that's a good album.
That's fun.
The very first one I can remember was a tape of John Fogerty's solo album with Centerfield on it. I remember playing that just over and over again.
So I'd say maybe not as like an album on repeat, but I would watch the movie Heavy Metal all the time.
That counts. That definitely counts.
So technically, like, that's just a good blanket coverage of everything.
It does count.
The first record that sticks in my head was one of the first vinyls I owned, which was Fly By Night by
Yeah, Rush.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
yeah,
listened
dude.
to that and I was like, all right, this is...
That's amazing. Yeah.
Good album for a drummer.
Yeah. They're all good. All the Rush albums are good albums for drummers.
What is the favorite of your own songs out of Shiv's catalog? Like, if you have to choose one for performance.
Song 4. In our playlist.
I don't even know what that is. And of the playlist today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Song 4 is
Penitent Void. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, that's song 3.
Oh, shit.
There is no song 4.
Song 2. Blur.
like he's lighting gas.
Right.
Oh,
Right now.
kerosene.
Right.
Kerosene igniting.
Mhm.
New term. Man, that's a tough one, man. I think right now there's one that we haven't played. I think we played it once live called Sisyphus. That for me is one of my. I like how my fingers move on that one. You
Yeah.
know, so it's just fun for me. So I think that's probably my favorite one. That's one we don't play.
I don't have a clear favorite. I like them for different reasons, right? Or I might
Well,
not
Craig,
like
we're-
them for different
Craig,
reasons.
we're killing children here. You have to choose a favorite.
Well, I'm good with that. Like, then I would just go with the first one, which is the first song that we wrote for the band, which would be Black Dolphin.
Gentlemen? Dave, what about you?
There's a few songs that I like, just because they're so driving. In Darkness, I like a lot. It's a very, very in-your-face driving song. I also like Bloodthirsty. I like Bloodthirsty because it's got a completely different feel than the first two songs. Not as driving, little, I don't know how to describe it, but just a change of pace, which I love. I hate listening to a record like
Feels like the same BPM the whole time.
right, like Dark Throne record, right? It's great, man. This song sounded great for the first 15 minutes, but maybe change it up a little bit.
Favorite local... Oh, Brandon, you didn't answer.
Yeah, he's busy
He's
playing
busy.
chess.
Yeah, he's trying to survive. Getting
Losing
chess.
chess.
Yeah, he's
No, There's no losing to us over. There's no losing to us over.
That's happening. No, the Penitent Void.
Penitent Void.
Which was the third song
Just-
in our set.
Just like
The third song.
Or
it's
fourth. Yeah.
No, he did answer. He literally had the beginning of it.
No,
He was the
okay.
first one to answer. Never
I
mind.
lied.
I never
He said
named
song
it,
number
though.
4, and we had this whole conversation.
Yep.
If we rewind, we can definitely verify that.
Because it's just slow and driving, but it's like still powerful.
It has some like some Iron or some Sabbath vibes. It has like some very like sludginess to it.
Yeah.
And then it's like all fast out of nowhere, and then
What's your favorite local band? It can't be one you're involved with, clearly.
Too many to name.
Involved
No,
in it?
no,
No,
pick one.
No, there's literally like too many to name.
You gotta pick your favorite. And this isn't fishing for compliments. You like limit can be taken out of the running.
I really
Even though
like-
I know we
They
win.
don't play much anymore, but I really love Day of Meth. I really love jamming to their shit.
Who?
Yeah, Day of Meth.
Damn it.
Yeah. They don't play much anymore, but every time I'm gonna have to start a mosh pit, man. Good shit. Yeah.
Hey, you're late for the interview. Join us.
probably
Jake gets off of work. Jake wants to retire and rest.
the Rabid Flesh Eaters.
RFE? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cause like, just like I love their shit, and then just whenever I was first getting involved in the music scene, like bands like them and Instrument, y'all were just like so like welcoming me into like the music scene and playing, and RFE was just one of those, and they're very influential in the fucking that speed metal shit. Is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't heard of them. Dave?
Again, there's too many to name, but something that I've been listening to recently that I really love is Steel Bearing Hand out of Dallas. They're no longer I think the drummer died, which is unfortunate.
R.I.P.
But yeah, I was listening to that record, man, on fucking Bandcamp. It rips. It absolutely rips. I think they've got one release, but yeah, it's fucking awesome. I love that band.
Do y'all prefer to write in the studio, like meaning just in your room and with like a laptop, or do you prefer to jam it out in the room and just riff it? In your case, you would be listening to a track that they've sent and write your drum parts.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's a lot of just organic jamming that we do to come up with solid parts. And Craig kind of orchestrates it. Like us three will noodle around, and
Trina's
he'll be like,
really-
wait, that part.
Play that
That's kind of
again.
how it works, right?
Well, how it goes
That's
is
kinda
like,
how it works.
that was great, play that again. What? What'd I play?
Yeah. Yeah, true.
It's
It
like
happens,
John
it happens a
Noodles.
good amount of time. Yeah.
And then the parts that stick, and there's probably thousands more riffs that that don't exist.
Oh yeah.
Some of them
That
shouldn't
just
exist.
disappear into the ether.
Yeah. No, we're very much we lean into kind of the like write as a band. You know, it's not necessarily all like everybody in the room at the same time. Like a lot of times, like a spark can be like the guys just jamming between songs while we're practicing, and it's like, ooh, go with that. And then John might go home and kind of work up something to that. But then also Brandon might have some ideas that he brings in next time. And then Dave's like, oh, I thought about something to play to this. And then we just fine tune it all together.
Y'all practice at your place, right?
Yeah. So I have a spare bedroom that I've soundproofed, and then we practice there.
A lot of times John brings in a riff that he's been working on, and then we're just like plant it in the ground and it just grows, and we expand on it, and it becomes a whole song out of nowhere.
And then you get a federal charge for growing some.
That's
Yeah.
right. And then we change it all the next time we come to practice. Like, actually,
That's
everything we
right.
played last
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
fuck that shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's old. That's old
What are you gonna
news.
do?
Like
Yeah.
typically we'll go through like 3 or 4 iterations, and then we'll eventually circle back to originally what was played. that's kind of how that goes. So.
What was the first instrument you played?
I started on guitar,
Mhm.
and then in my high school, the bass player quit in the band, and I was like, "Oh, it's not that hard. You just have a feel like this." And then my teacher was like, "Oh, well, you're the bass player."
You volunteer.
but then it stuck after that, so it's all good.
Drums?
No, actually. I tried my hand at guitar, and I sucked.
Same.
It's like fat little
I bet you sucked at drums also, you just stuck with drums.
Yeah, well, it felt
Oh, that's
it
fair.
felt natural.
Damn, that's insightful.
I literally teach guitar. I teach multiple instruments for a living, so.
It felt natural playing drums. I mean, my poor parents, man, they're so fucking, they're so patient, and so could buy me a drum kit like at 13, and I played in an apartment, in my bedroom in an apartment.
See, I'm smart. Whenever my students get a drum kit, I explain to the parents, you're already spending X amount for a drum kit, spend X amount more for soundproofing.
Right.
There was
Just
no soundproof.
Just put some pads up that'll make it. Your headaches will be so much better.
I just imagine my parents in the kitchen while I'm playing, like the conversation you would have in a loud nightclub, like, "Hey,
Right.
Get your
out of milk!"
What?
In the background, for hours. So, God, yeah, man, they were good people.
What's the best show you've been to over the past year or two?
Oh shit.
I gotta say, Slaughter to Prevail at So What was really good. Now, granted, the temp cooled off, and I've never been in this. It's like it's the place where they do all the car shows during the state fair. Like, it's that inside place, but it has no carpet. It felt very, very industrial, and it was so hot during the day and so musty and smelled like dude the whole time. but like, it finally cooled off. It was like 70 degrees inside, and inside, like, it was just this fucking crazy ass setup that fucking Slaughter killed it. So that's my most recent. But what about y'all? Past couple years, best set y'all seen?
I mean, the past couple of years, if we're limited to that, I'll probably say Death to All was one of it.
That was a good show.
Another one would have been Suicidal Tendencies over at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill in the rain. That was pretty fucking awesome.
Rain is always nice.
That was one of my favorites.
Seeing Slayer in the rain was fun.
I probably always would say Guar,
I get to see them in like 2 weeks. I can't wait.
but a band that I really was interested in that I saw recently was called Bit Brigade. They played at Rubber Gloves, and what they are is it's a metal band. They played like the backing track music to a guy speed running like Ninja Gaiden, and they played like each track for each level. Like as he entered into the level, they like cued into it.
Wait,
and
was
played
he
it.
actually live playing the game?
Yes.
Oh,
Speedrunning.
that's dope.
Yeah, so like he's live speedrunning the game, and they're live playing the soundtrack to the game the whole
I bet he
way
gets
through.
better throughout the tours, so that way they have to play it faster.
By the end, you know.
It took about 40 minutes, you know. nice long set for a band, but
That I mean,
It
that's
was
a good
really
set,
cool.
but also like at the end, you're like, wow, we just watched him play it all the way through.
exactly, it was like that was very impressive.
That's pretty good, Dave.
Recently, I'd say it was really cool seeing Merciful Fate.
Yeah, that was cool.
I've never seen them before, and loved their music.
So good.
And they were good. They were tight, man. They were badass. Again, a recent show that kind of stuck in my head was seeing Immolation at the Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play the outside stage; they played the inside stage.
And it
was
makes
like
me
a-
so sad that place.
I saw Immolation back in New York at I don't know what club
That's
it
a
was, but it
Long
was
Island boys, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was the same feel. So like, fast forwarding like 20, 30 years and seeing them in also like a space similar to what I saw them originally,
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
It was kind of cool, and they were tight as fuck, and I love Immolation, so it was good.
Right on.
Those are the two shows that stick in my head.
Just keeping it to this year, I'd say the two best that I've seen. Recently, Bucket List got to see Emperor live, and they did not disappoint. They were really badass at Southside Ballroom. Just a killer performance, and I love Emperor, so it was cool to see them. And then last night, went and saw Toxic Holocaust and Havoc, and both bands
Where?
just slayed. It was at the Echo Lounge. Which is
I saw the photos. but-
off 35, like right across the opposite side of the street of American Airlines.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah, yeah. But both bands just killed it, and it was awesome to see like a really cool thrash show.
about. So if your drummer was an animal, what animal would he be?
I'm not incriminating myself today.
What do you do with animals?
Hey now.
What don't you do with animals? No,
Oh,
I
I got a lot of things right
now.
Yeah.
Basically, like half the things I do with your mom.
Wait,
Hey, you're into necrophilia.
What about the
Yeah,
That's
obviously.
all I know about you.
I thought y'all wrote a song about me.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, what was it called?
I fucked your mom last night. She's dead. I'm sad.
Yeah.
All right, so animal. What would I be?
Oh,
What
Lord.
animal would you be? Pygmy jerboa.
What the fuck
I don't
is
even know what
that?
that is.
Look it up. Pygmy jerboa.
Capybara?
Capybara? There you go.
I can't imagine a fucking a capybara blast beating.
If it looks like a fucking Care Bear, I'm gonna be upset. What is that? Show it to me. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh, just loading it
Do it
up.
side by side.
Is that, yeah, put it right up front. Right
Profile.
That's worst case scenario. Another
Yep,
phone.
look it up on the phone.
We have the technology. This is why I got a new iPad.
But the iPad didn't work.
No, my new one did. This is the old one.
Very smooth.
You dick.
They're fucking awesome, dude. They're awesome. They weigh like half a gram and shit. They're fantastic, dude. They're fantastic.
Those are my legs. Look. It's a
Right.
You
perfect
gotta watch
match.
videos of them hopping around. They're like so fucking adorable, man.
So, you can see that thing blast beating.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
That's pretty fucking good. If you are watching, pause it. We'll be back.
Right, yeah.
Go look it up.
He'll screenshot it and send it to you.
I'm too lazy to actually put it in
It's
the
worth
video.
it.
Yeah.
You have internet.
Here's the link. Not really.
Bro, I'm gonna like insert some offensive link right here in your head.
That would be great.
Reward.
Can't put the picture of the animal, but offensive link.
Alright, so before we go to our next song, what is your comfort food?
Oh shit. It's a tough fucking question. Tacos.
Ooh, good, solid choice. What
Street tacos, Mexican street
What
tacos.
kind of well,
Barbacoa,
Oh, yeah,
pastor on the trompo, that'd be my choice.
I've really fallen into the birria.
Video?
Yeah, it's so good,
Stuff, yep.
so good.
Consomme.
That shit, I can drink it. I can
Yep,
just
yep.
drink it.
Yep. You should.
I think you're right. I should. We have fondita right over there, and it's so good.
instant ramen noodles.
Oh shit.
I mean, that's a solid choice. It will
Yeah.
always.
Not even professional ramen noodles.
No.
Margarita.
It's ramen.
Margarita.
No matter how broke you are, it's there for you. It is the warm, delicious flavor that is there, no matter what. Doesn't matter how long you've been gone.
That's true.
Give you that warm embrace.
That warm, salty embrace.
That's the cancer.
Seeping into. For me, it's mac and cheese.
Ooh, yeah, solid choice.
Mac and cheese. Yeah, that's.
That definitely is. I think I'm chips and salsa. I think I can eat my body weight in that any day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to a place where it's free and you can just fill up on that. And
Right.
no big deal.
But like I judge a
order
place
food?
immediately whenever I sit down and try their salsa. Like that's the first gauge. I know if I'm gonna like the Mexican restaurant or not. It's just
Yeah, that's true. If they offer it, first of all, and then if they
That is a
offer
big
it,
one.
how good is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
You're the only one who hasn't answered.
Oh, I mean, it's tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos. What about you? What's your taco type?
Just to be different, I'll go with breakfast tacos.
See, I like classic asada. Like just the cow is a wonderful animal.
It
Both
is.
cute, cuddly, delicious.
And delicious. Yeah,
Utterly
yeah.
delicious.
Same thing with pigs. You know, like-
Also, it's one of the only animals that would not exist on this planet if it wasn't for us.
Right.
That everything would be its predator. Everything.
And
You're welcome, cows, and thank you, cows.
they help grow mushrooms.
That's right.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full circle to the mushroom.
It's a
Right.
sick.
That's beautiful.
Alright, so what is song number 3 that we're about to hear? You mentioned it. No, go ahead.
Bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
I stole it right out
He
of
stole it.
Thirsty for blood. Yeah, bloodthirsty.
Bloodthirsty. Yeah.
Bloodthirsty. Alright, so we're still with Shiv. We'll be right back. Bloodthirsty.
Underground, bang my head against the wall. There's whispers in the dark, but I don't know what they say. My troubles multiply. There's only emptiness down in here by the whispers in the dark. Destroy my desires, wipe out my ideas. It means so long, forgotten what love feels like. Running rapids, breaking away from my fears. The blade and the shadows destroy my desires, pump out my ideals. Show me something better than what my bloodthirst reveals. Release, yet the hands of the broken. These doctors believe there is a cure. Destroy my desires, pump out my ideals. Show me something better than what my bloodthirst reveals. I am bloodthirsty.
Welcome back to Audio Carnage Podcast. You just heard Bloodthirsty. We're still with Shiv. All right, guys. What's the strongest of your 5 senses?
The strongest. Fuck. Definitely not my hearing.
What?
That was perfect.
Touch. my touch. My sense of touch.
All right.
Sensual.
So sexy.
Yeah.
When you said that, you looked me right in the eyes.
Right.
Heart melted.
my boob melted.
Bro, that's cancer.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's Mardi Gras.
How did everybody meet?
Pork.
Grinder.
That checks out.
I actually met these cats through Craig, through Alex, our guitar player. We used to go eat at Wendy's together. Not together, but I worked at Guitar Center at the time, and
Not together.
Yeah, I don't know where he worked, but we both worked in the vicinity, so we just have our lunch sometimes at Wendy's, and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, hey, what's up? And then one time I was playing another band, and he invited me to come jam, and we jammed, and yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah.
We probably played together before, but
Mm-hmm.
I have a shitty memory, so.
How'd y'all find Brandon?
We played a bunch of show with his other band, Exploder.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Good shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, in the short
Sure.
term. In the short term.
It'll come back like the Undertaker did.
That's right. That's right.
Like, I don't know.
The reanimated Exploder, coming soon.
Man, he must have had a headache from rolling his eyes back all that much. Dave, how'd y'all meet?
Well, you know, when I was in New York, I played with a bunch of bands, and when I moved to Texas, I stopped playing for about 10 years. No, didn't touch it. When I decided to start up again, I was looking for, you know, kind of a death metal or whatever project to work in. I met some local musicians, and we started playing out local shows. Well, one of the early shows that we played with was with Silvertongue, and you
There
know,
it goes.
right, like I had played on stage in over 10 years, and some of the other guys were in the same boat that I was playing in that particular band. And so we were in awe of these guys because they were so fucking professional. Like, you know, like everything was, you know, perfect when they
Just
played.
the banners.
Oh, yeah. But anyway,
It's the only important part.
anyway, we became friends because, you know, like, again, these guys are fucking awesome, and they've been together for a long time. You know, they've been in the scene for a long time. So
I know I asked you, how long have y'all been together again?
Since 05.
It's a long ass time.
Yeah, so 18 years. Yeah.
If you could open up for any band, alive or dead, who would you open up for?
Sabbath.
Fun.
Yeah.
You can't answer Sabbath.
If not Sabbath, then Metallica.
Motorhead.
fuck. Man, that's a hard question, dude.
Or Guar.
Who would I open?
That's doable.
That's achievable.
Yeah, that's achievable.
That's achievable, James.
Hey, I'm calling you a blowthorn now.
Yeah.
I'll send the worm over.
Yeah.
My worm will call your worm.
I don't know. I'd say like maybe Beneath the Remains Era Sepultura, I guess. I don't know. I'd go with them. Yeah,
It's a good one.
Oddball. That's a great band. I don't think people talk about them enough. They talk about them a lot, but
Yeah. I would have said Dissection, but I probably would have been booed off the fucking stage or like viciously assaulted. If I
Right.
I'll give a very close second, Corner.
oh
yeah.
shit, yeah, Corner 3-piece.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, German 3-piece progressive thrash.
yeah.
The rush of progressive thrash.
That's right.
I think currently for me, if Lament could, I'd love to do Slaughter, but like Death would definitely be the one that would have. If like we're talking alive or dead, like that's
that'd be
what
dope.
it'd have to be there. Like that's where all the influences come from.
Not controlled in that.
I mean,
Not controlling that.
I'd have to hear more of how the fucking clean vocals are gonna sound, because like I don't hate them, but we didn't get to hear enough. So I like. But Symbolic's such a fucking good album, so like those riffs with Heavy, like I'm just saying.
So, side question: who was the best Death drummer?
Craig takes over the interview.
Hold
on, let me sit over there.
Now, granted, I'm also biased with that one because that's the one I've seen.
I don't fucking know drummers, so I'm just gonna.
Opinions.
So wait, give me the question again.
Best
What-
Death
Best Death drummer.
Death Oh, Beth Duff. Yeah, Gene Hoglan. I really like.
That's all I know.
You guys are both wrong. The correct answer is Richard Christie.
Richard Christie is a badass.
Good choice, but like I just like all the other things that Hoagland's done that made me love him so much. All right, guys. So before we get out of here,
Hoagland.
we're in the self-promotion part, which is the most self-loathing part typically. But also, before we get to that, what is the song that we're about to hear?
This one's called The Penitent Void.
Anything you want to talk about?
Oh, we can talk to the lyricist here. You wrote the lyrics?
I just think it's a gnarly fucking tune, you know. Definitely hear some different influences in there. Definitely kind of like ebbs and flows, but
Yeah, different feel.
hopefully I'll dig it.
Okay.
Yeah, different feel from the other songs for sure.
Yeah.
So, what is some of the people that you want to check out? Where can we find y'all's material? Any other projects that y'all are in? Because I know that that's a fact with y'all. But like, this is the self-promotion time. Come on, go through the list.
Yeah, you can find us with Acoustic Devil. You can find us with Silvertongue Devil and S.H.I.V. Craig
Right.
can give you the links for that.
Any specific like handles on the social media for that?
Sure. For this band, it's S.H.I.V TX, right? S.H.I.V Texas.
Is there any of the periods in?
Yes. Yeah. So it's an acronym. So just it'd be like S.H.I.V, and then TX. And we're on all the streaming platforms as far as like music and stuff like that. So all of your Spotify's and Pandora's and Rhapsodies and Apple Music and Tidal and all that kind of stuff. And then YouTube itself we've got 3 videos up, as well as like singles and stuff like that, like on YouTube Music. So I mean, pretty much everywhere that you would normally look for a band, our Bandcamp, right? Look at it for our Bandcamp, S.H.I.V TX. And not only do we have the digital album, but we've got physical copies, we've got CDs, we've got flash drives that
Let me know
have...
whenever y'all get a physical print for S.H.I.V.
Yeah. Working on it. Flash drives and then merch, like CDs and patches.
Do y'all have any more
shirts.
physicals of those?
Yes, so Silvertongue? Yeah.
Get yours now.
Right? Yeah.
That's
I actually
Yeah,
played on that record.
that is
Yeah, you can see a
that is
picture of him
David.
in there.
That is David on drums.
Yeah.
On the Silvertongue vinyl. But yeah, so just look up S.H.I.V TX on all the social media and you'll find it.
Alright, so our final song for the evening, you already said it was
The Penitent Void.
The Penitent Void. Guys, thank you so much, very much for coming through.
Thank you, Jared, and hail to the Lament Boys.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to the shit that we got coming through.
Yep.
Alright, so we wrap on Season 6, Episode 1. Thanks for watching.